Today we'll take a look at the Mass Subscriptions module. You'll find it over here under Cheat. As you can see right now, there's only one module in this category. So what is this module good for? Well, it's great for getting your accounts to subscribe to lots and lots of chats and channels. So if you have lots of multiple accounts, this is an efficient way to do it. And this module comes with some great features. For example, you can use base data, meaning if you already have an established database for subscriptions, you can just plug that in and it'll work just fine instead of having to put it in manually. Just set the path and the program will use the database. Then you have a lot of great features to really customize the subscription process. For example, you have this unique subscriptions option right here. This can specify exactly how many groups each account would subscribe to. That might be a little bit confusing, so let me give you an example. Let's say that we wrote down 6 individual groups here on the right side. Here we go. And then we specified 3 groups per account. And let's say we had 2 accounts in total. Then if we run the program, each one of those accounts would subscribe to 3 of the 6 groups that we specified here, chosen at random. And then you have sort of the reverse option in the next one called multiple subscriptions, multiple accounts per group. Let's take another example. Say we have 3 groups that we want to join. So we have 3. And we specify 3 groups over here. That would mean that no matter how many accounts we have, let's say it's 50, 100, 1,000, 5,000, doesn't matter. If we specify like this, we would say that all of those accounts would subscribe to all 3 groups. Then you have delay between intros. You can think of it as delay between subscriptions. This is where you're indicating to the program how long to wait between each individual subscription. And currently the best time is around, let's say, 60 to 120 seconds or 120 to 200, 180, something like that. Of course, you'll have to test it out on your own, but typically the first 5 chats your accounts can get into with minimum delay. But here we'll set it at 10 to 20 seconds for this demonstration. And lastly, we have thread management, which we're not going to use for now, but obviously if you're working with 50, 100, 500, 1,000 accounts, you definitely need to stem the flow of accounts that the program is working with at a time. Otherwise, you might have some processing issues. So for example, if you have 1,000 accounts and you put thread count at 10, this means that while the program is running, it will only work with 10 accounts and start subscribing them to all the groups as indicated. Once one account is finished subscribing as intended, it'll swap out for the next one. So at any one time, only 10 are working. Since we only have one account here, we won't be using it this time. So we can go ahead and click Start. And we can pull up the desktop client so we can see a side-by-side comparison of how it's working in real time. And we can see how quick that was. As soon as the log indicates that it completed the task, we can see in the desktop client we've joined the group. And there's the other one. Also notice that the program is respecting the delay that we indicated. We said between 10 and 20 seconds, and it's waiting exactly, well, first 11, now 19. You get the idea. So we can just wait a few more seconds. And there's the 3rd group. So, as we can see, we indicated 3 groups to join, and it did exactly that. Task complete. And you see, once it's done, it produces a full report here in these 2 documents. Base data refers to the base data for your channels and groups, and statistics refers to specifically which accounts subscribe to which groups.